Hi, everyone. So, welcome to an interview series with one of my VIP self-love clients, Diane. So, today she's going to share her success story working with me on her self-love journey. So, could you introduce yourself, Diane, where you're from and what you do?
Yeah, so hi everyone. My name is Diane. I live in Seattle, Washington, and I am a designer.
Awesome. Thank you. What made you want to join the VIP Magic of Self-Love program?
Yeah, and in the beginning, it was about figuring out how I can achieve my dreams. And then, interestingly, during the program, I realized that was a part of it. And what I really needed was the mirror module, which is really kind of healing myself of all my fears and anxieties. And I realized I needed that more than the dream part. And so, yeah, it's been a really interesting experience being able to heal myself and figure out what I really want.
Yeah, because when you enter the program, you had a goal, right? Can you tell them about your goal and then how it changed when you enter the goal? I mean, the program.
Yeah. So my original goal was to, I think, if I remember correctly, is to figure out like what my next job is, how to really go about my career. And then during the program, I realized what I needed was to be able to figure out my lifestyle, like starting from my lifestyle and then think about my career.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, but this journey, ultimately, I feel like going back to what I said earlier, it was really about healing myself and figuring that part out before I can do anything else.
Mhm. That's powerful. Thank you, Diane. And could you tell us who was Diane before starting the program and what was her biggest challenge? So you started working with me in July, like July 1st. So who was Diane before July 1st?
A very anxious person. um, yeah, I think so. I went to design school, and then like the joke that we always make about design school is it's medical school without the blood.
Mm.
Um, Sometimes a little bit of blood. But there was just a lot of pressure and anxiety and like competition. And even though I've been out of school for a really long time now, like a lot of that still I carry with me in my day to day. And so I feel like before the program, I was a very anxious person, very worried and very stressed out all the time.
And then also you're a mom, right? You're a mom of a 1-year-old kid.
Oh, yes, yes. I have a 1-year-old, and that caused a lot of stress. I mean, it still does, but I'm able to better deal with it
Right. Okay. Thank you. And then after working with me for 3 months, we just ended like
now.
yesterday, the program. So who is Diane after the program and what is your biggest challenge now? It's the new Diane.
Yeah, the new Diane. Yeah, I was just very shocked at the progress I made in terms of the healing work and the tool. I feel like you taught me so many tools, and I'm able to draw from so many tools on a day-to-day basis on like how I'm feeling and what the situation is. And I feel like I am a lot calmer
Mm,
now, probably ever in our life. Um,
wow.
and it comes from doing the healing and being persistent. And just, it's not about anxiety and stress like that happened recently. It's that, and also a lot of the things that happened before in my past, and being able to draw from those tools and to heal, and to just let go of so much stress and anxiety. It's been really amazing.
That's beautiful, Diane. And what is your biggest challenge now? Because obviously, like, we're not perfect people. So, like, what is your challenge now that you're trying to work through to get to the next level of Diane?
Yeah. Um, I remembered, I think it was maybe a week ago or 2 weeks when you posted on Facebook, like, we're not in college anymore, like, stop living like a college student. And I feel like I need to print that out and put it on my wall and remind myself every day because even though I'm a lot calmer now, I think there are still moments in which I go back and be that anxious, stressful self in that particular moment. And then I just have to constantly remind myself that, I'm not in college anymore, for one, and two, like the tools that help with my breathing and the tools of healing, that the meditations that I'm doing every night. Um,
Mhm.
that is my consistency is my biggest challenge now, and
Mhm.
just being really persistent and continuing to establish a lifestyle with these new tools.
Wow, very beautiful said, Diane. I love it. Yeah, because like yes, the program is 3 months, but it doesn't mean that like they'll stick to you. Just like any sport, any degree, whatever, or behavior or habit, you need to practice them. And I always tell my students 1 year at least. Yeah, be persistent, and you'll be like it'll just be automatic for you to breathe, to not worry. So yeah, very well said, Diane.
Yeah, it's very true. I feel like habits are built over time, and
Yeah,
that's positive habits and also negative habits, right? And so,
exactly.
like, who I've been all the way up until this point is a culmination of these negative habits that I have. And to break these negative habits, I have to build positive ones, and
Mm,
that just happens with time, right? Because I've been living as Diane for like the last however many years, but now, like the new Diane, I need to continue working and building on it.
right. Oh my gosh. And I'm so excited to be working with you in the next 3 months to help.
Yes, you can't get rid of me just yet.
No, no. I mean, I want to keep working with you forever, but
Yeah.
well, at some point you're gonna fly free. So the next question, because I know you're a busy mom, but balanced mom now, right? Like you have more balance now. So how is it working with me? How was it working with me in these last 3 months?
It's been really great. I think that is having, I think your, like the tools that you teach. So having you as a teacher, having you as an accountability partner, having you as a friend,
Mm.
and sometimes as the best friend who listens to all my junk and then turn it into something beautiful.
Um,
Um, yeah, no, it's been really incredible. And I am so grateful, truly, truly grateful for having found you, for you letting me be part of your journey and having, like, just being part of my journey as well. That's been such a great experience. And I cannot express how thankful I am of everything that you've given me.
oh my gosh. Diane, you're gonna make me cry again. Seriously, half of the session she would start like this, and I'm like, are you the coach or
But
am I the
it's
coach?
true. It's mutual.
Yeah.
No, but it's true.
Oh
So
my gosh.
I and like I've mentioned this previously in one of our earlier sessions. I think you've given me tools more than just being a person. These
Mm,
are tools that I want to be able to give my son as
yeah.
well, because I think they're really important, and they help mitigate our feelings, our emotions, and just make us better people overall. So I want him to grow up with these tools as well.
Oh my gosh. That is so beautiful. You're so inspiring, Diane.
No, you're so inspiring.
And I think you kind of also you answer this question, but maybe you can answer it more, I guess, fully. So why are you continuing working with me after the program?
Yeah, I feel like I did talk a little bit about this, which is like I feel like in my journey, I need a little bit more push in terms of making sure that I'm using the tools every day, I'm using it correctly. In the Ho'oponopono, for example, that we talked about extensively, as I'm doing it every day, I'm discovering new ways of experimenting with people, with situations, with abstract ideas like
Mm,
a place and the weather. And I'm discovering these nuances in these tools, special cases where I would love your perspective on how to better use these tools. So I feel like a lot of questions and answers have still yet to be found. And I would love to have you for a little bit longer.
Thank you. And then even Diana said that she's going to do the program all over again, like the course, and like I haven't even done that. Like I've revised some of the lessons, but I haven't gone through it all. So you're a super disciplined and dedicated person. You're gonna be way ahead of me.
It's one of, I feel like it's one of my persistence is one of my superpowers, but also because I feel like having gone through the journey once, going back and doing it again, I feel like I would discover a lot more.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
because I understand the context better now, I'm able to go through it and then see the nuances and be able to figure out how to better apply. So just with more context, I can do more with it.
Right. Yeah, it's like reading a book. Like you can read it once and twice, and you're always gonna learn something new. So
Yeah, and
makes
find
total
it's
sense.
Easter eggs.
Exactly. Okay, and then this is the final question, but maybe I'll ask you one more since we have like 15 minutes. But we can finish early, of course, too. So to whom would you recommend this program to and why?
Everybody should do this. Okay. So this is something I shared earlier with Maria in the program, but like I've seen therapists before, I've seen coaches before, and I always thought there was something wrong in my past that I needed to fix. And I realized that it wasn't so much as fixing the past with the help of a therapist, but like figuring out how to attract what I want and living in the present. And that was a very powerful realization for me. Um, and I mentioned over and over again the tools to be able to tackle my everyday. I feel like that's invaluable. So I feel like everyone should be able to have these skills. And I would really recommend this program to anybody who needs help in figuring that out, who they are and how to live as a better person and how to be resilient with a lot of the negative emotions that we feel on a day-to-day basis.
Right. Oh my gosh, Diane, that is so beautifully said. Wow.
I feel like anyone can get something out of your program.
Yeah.
Yeah, they teach us in school, they teach us math, they teach us science, but they don't teach us how to regulate our emotions. And that is so crucial to being a human being that I feel like everyone should have these skills.
Oh my gosh. Beautiful said. Thank you, Diane, for your amazing perspective.
No,
Thank
you've
you.
been an amazing teacher. Thank you, Maria.
You too. Amazing student and teacher, because it's a two-way. Like I'm learning from you. Like you're so disciplined. Like you don't ask, you almost never ask the same question twice. And if you do, it's like, okay, you're gonna get it the second time. It's like, okay. So the program is about healing, it's about self-love, increasing your self-worth, self-esteem, but it's also about manifesting the law of attraction. So what did you know about the law of attraction before, and what do you know about the law of attraction now?
I actually, to be honest, didn't really know what law of attraction is. I feel like the term is loosely thrown around, especially like in social media. And like now that I understand the context of it, um, and how there is pre-work that you need to do before you can get to manifesting. There's so much work that needs to be done before you get to manifesting.
Oh my God.
Whereas I feel like social media and people just focus on this part without realizing there's the prep work that needs to be done, the fixing yourself, the figuring out, all of this needs to be done before you can manifest. And so before the program, I didn't know very much about it, but after the program, understanding the whole context made me realize that all people talk about is one component when everyone should be talking about all the different components that go into it.
Oh my gosh, beautifully said. Oh my gosh. You're going to be a coach of this too, because you can explain things so well, so quickly. So thank you for that amazing explanation. And what kind of things obviously we're always manifesting, right? Whether we know it or not, but what have you manifested so far consciously that you knew you thought about it and then it appeared in your life?
Yeah. I think there's big things and small things that I've manifested. And now that I'm super aligned with my thoughts and my thoughts are really clear to me, it's interesting how the manifestation process works. It's just like, it just works. So I would say for the small things, it's like everyday challenges that I would love to have help on. And all of a sudden somebody would pop out and help me out of nowhere. And that's been really incredible. And I think for the big things, it's the opportunities that I've received so far have been really aligned with my personal goals and desires. And these are things I did not worry about the how. I didn't get stuck on this is how it should happen. It's more like I would like this to happen. And then when it happened, it's like, whoa, that was amazing. But yeah, not focusing on the how, because I think we worry too much about the how. And then we get stuck on, oh, I really want this. But setting that intention and then letting it go. And if it comes back to you, then that's amazing. And that it feels like it was always meant to be. Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're so inspiring. Thank you, Diane. You're such a good teacher. And now, last question, and this will be the last one. So, talk to me about your intuition. I feel like you've developed your intuition so good, so quickly. Can you tell us about that? Like, how was your intuition before, and how was your intuition now, and how did you develop it during the program?
Yeah. So, my intuition, I think all my life I've been trying to resist my gut feeling. I've always listened to my head most of the time, and instead of really trusting my intuition. So years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, maybe, when I first moved to Seattle, I was checking out the local bookstore, and there was a book on, I can't remember what the book was, but I remember randomly opening the book and falling on the page that said intuition and how to like increase your awareness to your intuition. And that was very, not scary, but kind of a moment where I was like, whoa, like I need to do something about this. But I feel like most people, like myself, we quiet our intuition, and then we tend to, instead of trusting our heart and our stomach, we trust our head. And so it's something I feel like I've resisted over the years. But during the program, we were able to like take the safety component off of it, and like for me to just really listen, for me to quiet my mind, because that's important first, right? Like to be able to silence the mind so I can focus on my heart. And so being able to quiet all the thoughts in my head made me realize like my intuition is actually a lot more powerful than I had trusted it to be all my life. And so in the program, I was able to just hush those voices and be able to listen and really listen and figure out what it is that I want and what is it that I should be connected with.
That is beautiful. Thank you. And could you tell a little bit about tarot, since that is connected to intuition? Because part of the VIP services that I offer is personal tarot readings. And then once you got to the intuition module, I teach how to read your own tarot readings. And she started to do them. And now like you get the same cards almost that I get when I do the reading. So you're like, yeah, I don't think I need one today because you're so
No,
good.
it was, it's actually not because I'm good at the reading. It's because I feel like with all of the tools that you give me, the clearings and the readings and all of the healing tools, I feel like I have so much to pick and choose from. And tarot is one crucial component. But I feel like you give me so much to work with. It's really good. I have the option to choose. It's like being at a dessert bar and getting to pick the fruit tart that I really want. But anyway, in terms of tarot, yeah. So I hadn't expected tarot to be a tool in my life. I feel like there's a lot of negative stigma around tarot reading, about like, oh, okay, it's reading the future. It's, you know, and what I realized about tarot is that it's like being able to put out everything on the table and look at issues from a different angle. So it uses intuition because it's drawing from like the things that are happening in my life and the energy that I'm carrying. So that's why I get those cards. And then from those cards, I actually feel like I receive a lot of wisdom because the cards are able to tell me and bring to light issues I haven't thought about, whether it's relationships, whether it's my effort, whether it's something that's going on, like conscious and unconscious forces that are playing at my life. So it's kind of like design. It's like I have an idea, but I need to improve it. I don't know how to improve it, but inspiration just strikes. And tarot accelerates that inspiration because it gives you sources and inspiration from different places where you're able to look at your present situation from different perspectives.
Wow, I never heard of tarot being described like this. You're such
It
an
is for
amazing
me. It
designer.
is for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you gave such a thorough, beautiful description of your transformation of the program. And I can't thank you enough. And thank you for being here, for sharing your experience with others. I'm 100% sure you're going to help other women who are going through the same thing as you are, as I did as well. And I want everyone to just have peace and love so the world can have peace and love, as hippie as that sounds. And
Amazing.
so if you have any questions for Diane or for me, drop them below. You can ask her questions. Will you reply to comments if you have time?
Yeah.
Everyone have a beautiful day, and Diane, you can say goodbye or yeah. Bye
Thank
everyone.
you.
I'll see you on the next interview.